So finally, the day is almost upon us. Tonight is the night before we head off on our B-Side to Seaside tour, and we are crazy excited. We've been looking forward to this for absolutely ages, so we're really, really pleased as Punch that the day is finally upon us. We're heading off tomorrow to our first location, which is going to be Morecambe. We're going to be spending most of tomorrow finding our feet, getting to know the place, going and sourcing some videos, some audio, seeing if we can find some interesting stories, some interesting people. And then on Saturday, on the 11th, 7:30, we're going to be playing our first set at the Hot House. It's kicking off at 7:30, it's £5 on the door. We've got some great support acts lined up for that as well, so please come along. There's more details on the website. So we were fortunate enough to play a bit of a warm-up set last weekend at the Woodland Gathering Festival. It was really a set opening the festival, which a lot of people don't really like playing those early sets, but we really like it because it kind of gives you an opportunity to really set the tone and the mood for the rest of the acts that night, and it seemed to go down really well. We got some really good feedback from people. We got a really good response to the set that we played, and it kind of got us really excited about what's happening. You know, the shows are really, really working. The AV element of it is really capturing people's imagination. And what we've been really enjoying about the gigs that we've been playing this year, and this has all kind of been building up to this particular tour, is really trying to get a sense of place for the performances that we've been putting on. So it's not just about rocking up and playing the same sort of set at each gig. It's about getting there and spending some time getting to know the place, getting to know the people, getting to understand its culture, and really immersing ourselves in the whole place, and then bringing elements into our performances as well. And the visual element of that is really, really working. It seems to be really, really powerful. Audiences seem to really love the fact that they kind of get little glances, little glimpses into the place that they know. It's kind of we kind of manage to distort things and mess around with things till they're almost unrecognisable sometimes, but there's always a feel to it. There's always those kind of little glances and little familiarities. That's a good way of describing it. Things are familiar to people in those audiences, and something just seems to resonate with that. We had a little bit of sniping going on Twitter earlier this week where somebody was saying that the title of the tour was kind of a cheap pun, that what we're doing is kind of old hat, and well, yeah, it is a cheap pun. You know, that's kind of the point. That's what we're doing, and we're not ashamed of that. What we're doing is really an act of reminiscence. What we're trying to do is we're trying to evoke some memories. We're trying to really engage with the history and the culture of the places that we're going to. And part of that is the kind of kitschness around it. It's the cheesiness of it, it's the kiss me quick hats, it's the rock, it's the candy floss, it's the donkey rides, it's all of those things that some people might consider to be cheap, but are actually part of the ingrained culture in these seaside resorts, and we want to celebrate that, you know. And that's something that's kind of slowly moving on. These places are evolving, and we want to celebrate the past. So it's not just about reminiscence, it's also about looking to the future. You know, we're going to Margate, which is, by the sounds of it, having a real renaissance as a holiday destination for Europe, you know. So yeah, there's a certain amount of sentimentality to what we're doing, but we're kind of embracing that. We really love that. Along the way, we're going to be trying to video as much of what we're doing as possible. This isn't just about the performances. We're going to be doing lots of interesting stuff on our out and about days. So we want to meet interesting people, and we're going to be putting on some ad hoc performances in some interesting places. We're really going to be exploring the places that we're going to. So if you're in any of the places that we're going to, if you're in Morecambe or Brighton or Margate or Worthing or Blackpool, then hit us up. Hit us up on Twitter or Facebook. Let us know the interesting places that we should go, the interesting places and the people that we should be meeting in your town. We want this to be as much about the people as anything else, so we want people to really engage with it. So say hi, come along, get involved. And we're going to be trying to do as many of these video blogs as we can along the way. We'll try to do them each day. That might not be possible all the time. We've got days where we're going to be traveling, or we might just be too damned busy, but we're going to try and do them as often as possible. So do please keep following us on YouTube, keep following us on Twitter @HugsBison, look us up on Facebook, just search for Hugs Bison. And if you're tweeting about anything that we're doing on the tour, then we're using the hashtag B-Side Seaside, and we hope to see some of you soon.